welcome to the channel. I'm LB Hackemup, and this is my channel. I'm going to steal something from Indoor because I think it's really important. Today is February 3rd, 2021, and you are loved. I think it's very important that everyone knows that out there, whether you're in quarantine or you're in a house full of people. You are loved and cherished and happy to have you here. Today we're playing Monster of the Week. Woo! I'm joined by my dear friends yet again. If you missed last week's episode, it's up on YouTube. The link is below. If you're on YouTube, just go previous on the playlist and it'll be there. We started our mystery last week. They found that people have gone missing around Dolberg Lake, and they're starting to investigate. So I'm going to go around and have everyone introduce who they are and who they're playing tonight, and we're going to start with Savvy.
Me. Hello. I am Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internet. So that's where you can find all of my stuff. Tonight, I am playing the Monstrous Willow Gardner.
Yay! All right, Val, who are you and who are you playing?
Hello. I am Val the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I stream all the time on DGK with Savannah, so you can find me there. And tonight I am playing Bailey Andrews, who is the Pararomantic.
And we have our dear friend Jordan with the PH being silent. Jordan, who are you playing?
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan with a silent PH in the middle, and I am playing the divine Thomas Beckett.
And last but of course not least, our dear friend Sir Lucian of Sir Lucian Gaming.
Yep, that's me, Lucian, over at Sir Lucian Gaming, and I get to play the best Peter Delaney, the Amazon truck driver, mundane, and really the heart of the group, I'm thinking, at this point. So, yeah, I'm excited.
At least, if not the heart, the belly of the group.
True. And the mustache of the group.
Oh, yes, of course. So a quick recap from last time. We got to meet all of our characters and find out who they are, what they do. Peter and his lovely family, wife, 2 children, just being the mundane, just a dude. Thomas living in a storage unit because rent is expensive. He is keeping an eye on Willow and protecting Peter at all costs. Willow, who runs or helps her dad run the drive-in theater. She is a dryad, unbeknownst to anyone but pretty much the 4 people here in her family, or 3 people here. And then Bailey, her secret partner, who has a very strong connection to them and is feeding off of their energy with magic. So last time we found out that there have been 3 people that have gone missing from around the lake. I'm going to pull up my notes so I don't double speak, because I do that. We found out that there were 3 people gone missing, the first of which was a forest ranger, and the last one we learned was Brian Lowford. We haven't gone into details about who they are beyond that. And we did find out that there was a body found. The second victim, Aaron Muir, was drowned on land. So our intrepid adventurers decided to go very late at night after a double feature at the drive-in theater and find what they could find. They found a large box that had been left behind from the forest ranger. They saw from her perspective I guess sort of from her perspective, the forest ranger's attack. And they went to speak with, in the morning, some forest rangers about what was found in the box, which was some dead sea life. and they were told a little bit of a retcon because I have more knowledge now. Thank you, bud. That the pH level was very basic, so basic, like it had like a frappuccino and everything, and the plants were a little squidgy. They seemed to be breaking down in some way. But yeah, it is the next day. That was what our friends Thomas and Bailey, or not Thomas and Peter, of course, were doing. So what was Willow and Bailey gonna go do?
We were gonna go get a scarecrow, stuff it full of meat, and put it by the lake.
Right. Okay, perfect. Of course you were. Where would you like to go to get this scarecrow?
Well, so Bailey, their family owning a ranch has do have some like they don't use them that often, but especially during types of season where there are a lot more birds out, they'll put some scarecrows up by like the feeders and stuff for the horses so they don't get into that. So goes and grabs one of those from Ivy Orchard's ranch. And then I was thinking we just go over to the 24-hour Walmart and get some of the steaks that are on sale because they're turning a bit gray, and get some of those pretty cheap.
Okay, perfect. And you guys pull up to the Walmart. No issues getting away from your family. This is around what time did you guys set off in the morning?
Well, that was the question because I wasn't sure if we were gonna do it like that, if we were going anywhere, or we were just going straight from the lake that night.
At 1 in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. The time break.
Unless I mean, we can do it the next morning, but
hey, it's your whatever you want to do.
I don't know if Willow actually has to sleep.
That's a good question.
That's up in the air. Not really. She does sometimes, but
So Bailey just asks, I mean, we can go do this now. I really kind of want to see what's in that lake.
okay.
I say we just like go grab the stuff. We can set it up over on the beach, and then like just like hang out in the woods and watch while we and, like just chill until something comes around and gets it. Sounds
Okay.
fun, right?
Yeah. Aren't you tired?
Yeah, I mean, I realized I lost my accent. Yeah, I mean, like a little bit. But
Ah, Bailey, when did you get here?
I'm so tired that I forgot what I sound like. Nah, I mean, I'm about like, no, I'm good. We'll grab a couple Red Bulls when we're at the Walmart, and that'll keep me going for a while.
Oh. Yes. We should get the ones without sugar.
Right.
It did
I
not
guess it's
sit well
more
with me last time.
thematically appropriate if I get Monster Energy drink.
Those are very unhealthy for you.
I mean, they all are, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Let's go.
You mad kids. Okay. So you guys leave the park, head back to your house. Everyone's asleep, as should you be, but you guys are crazy teens. Well, crazy 20-somethings. And 30-somethings, Willow?
25 is the new 16.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's a small town, there's nothing to do. You're able to grab this one of the scarecrows from the barn without waking all the horses. You put it in your car. What kind of car did you have? Or you had a horse. You rode your horse back.
I do have a horse. That's, I don't know if that's what we all went in the van with Peter.
Right.
So I'm realizing how inconvenient it is for me to have a horse instead of a car at this point in the game,
But
and
it's
I'm regretting that
fun.
decision.
Does Willow have a car?
Does
I
Willow
don't
have a
think
car?
I don't think Willow's family has cars.
We'll see. I wanted to have a horse and a car because the rulebook would let me do that, but LB said no. So
You named it
here
and
we are.
everything. Your family
Yeah.
can have a car that you can take.
Or we could take a horse, which is cool.
Side mission: go find your father's car keys underneath his pillow.
Right.
He sleeps with them because he doesn't want you taking the car, and that's our adventure tonight.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. No, we can take Patches. I'm sure we could just Willow could just hold the scarecrow.
So, are you gonna hoof it?
Oh my god. Regretting asking you on this show.
Strike 2 for him.
Yep.
Everybody's counting. Strike 2.
If Jordan hadn't said it, one of us was going to say it.
True. So you guys ride your horse over to the Walmart.
Yay.
This is Montana. I'm gonna say there's a spot for your horse outside but you have to like. Are you gonna attach the scarecrow to anything? I'm not gonna steal it, but I just want to know. Are you just gonna lay it down next to your horse? Is your horse gonna eat it?
Yeah, it probably chews on the head a little bit.
Patches knows better than that.
No, Patches doesn't. Patches is a dick.
Why would you do this? Patches is sweet.
All right, you guys go in
He's
and
a sweet but dumb horse.
yeah.
Is Patches very nice to Willow and no one else?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yay! Horse whisperer.
She's a
This
horse
has nothing
girl,
to
of
do with the
course.
story.
All right, is there anything else you want to get while you're at the Walmart?
No. Huh?
Are you hungry?
What? Nah, I kind of filled up on popcorn back at the movie. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Listen, if we're going to be doing this kind of stuff, though, like, do I need to buy a gun or something?
You could.
Is that going to help?
Potentially.
Are, like, lake vampires allergic to guns?
Bullets. Probably.
But, like, silver bullets. Or, like, wooden bullets because they're
No,
vampires.
not.
Are
have to
vampires
test that.
extra afraid of dryads because they're wood? Oh my god, we must explore this.
Second
If you punched
mystery.
a vampire through the heart, would it kill it?
I mean, well, most things don't function very well if you take out their heart, so
Okay,
that's why
right.
generally beheading is recommended for most things. Except the things that can put themselves back together, but that's different.
Well, if it turns out whatever this thing is, that a gun would help, maybe I'll just swing back over here and get something.
Your dad probably has some, right?
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot, but, I mean, honestly, it'd be less of a hassle for me to just pick up something from the Walmart than it would be for me to ask him for one of his.
That's true. Do they have silver bullets here?
I'm just making an assumption. I don't think there's a waiting period on buying guns in Montana.
I'm
but,
looking it up.
There's no way.
If there is, I'm shocked. I
Yeah,
don't know.
their only rule, I'm sure, is you can only take 10 at a time, maybe. Is
Yeah.
probably the only
Yeah,
10
there's
items in the cart.
Only
no
one cart full.
there's no waiting period and no firearms registration. So
So
It is
Bailey
as
could
easy
just
as you
walk into
want.
the Walmart and buy. I just want that one and that one and that
Mhm.
one, and we're
Oh.
good.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I don't prefer guns, but
I don't really either. It's just a thought that I had in case we're going to get attacked by more vampires. No, we should just take this stuff and go. I really do want to see whatever's in there, though.
okay.
It's going to be fun.
I just wanted to paint this picture of you on a horse with a lady, a bunch of guns, and a scarecrow body flopped over,
Mm-hmm.
And some
riding
Walmart
in the
carts.
middle of the night.
Uh-huh.
full of meat.
Okay,
It's
I'm done. That's fine. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
the most cowboy thing I think anyone has.
And the
ever
most
done.
Walmart thing, because I'm sure it's
Mhm.
happening all
Is
across
the
the
most
country.
Walmart thing. You're a real cowpoke.
In fact, I'm thinking that in Montana they probably just have special doors. You just ride your horse right into the
No.
It would not
Walmart.
shock me.
Nope.
Load it up like a.
I'm
grocery
saying no. Move on.
cart. All right.
And if you live in Montana, we love you because
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
sure
yeah.
it's an awesome state.
It's so
Been there once. I
pretty.
loved it. Yeah.
It's a wonderful
Pretty.
state.
Mhm.
Deal with your guns, though, Montana. Seriously.
Yeah. That's it though. Just buys the meat and some energy drinks to stay up on stakeout.
Solid.
Because
Big pair
it's
of
lake
binoculars.
vampires.
Mhm.
Yes.
We're gonna.
Lake
Stake 'em out.
vampires. All right. As you guys are riding up to the park entrance, there is a long pathway, and at the end of the pathway, you see some black shapes. And from being there about like an hour and a half, I'm gonna say, before this moment, you know that that is where the police cars are parked. It seems that the police officers have not left yet. At least 2 cars worth, which is all of them. That's not true.
Well, I'm on a horse, so we don't need roads. So I try to sneak around.
Sure. Perfect. I guess. Why don't I have you read a bad situation so you can figure out how to get in?
Okay.
Please, whoever's driving the horse, please read a bad situation for me.
Man, it's weird to go from Sunday when I've got like a million moves
Mm-hmm.
on my sheet to go through 'em to like having 2.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
Uh,
Are you smart?
no,
Oh, me either.
I'm at a 0.
Me too. Go for it.
All right, I'll just roll it. Makes more sense that I'm the one driving.
I'll help.
Well, never mind.
Whoa!
Double 6s all the way across the sky.
Holy bajoli. Okay, you've been in this park before. Well, what is your question? You get to hold 3.
So my question. I'm bring up the list. Best way in.
Okay?
Do you want me to go ahead and ask all 3, or just hold on to?
Let's just
can
do
I
it at a time.
do as the situation develops. Okay.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. You can hold it. So the best way in is going to be, as a person who's grown up in Doberg for your whole life, there is definitely a back way in, especially one that leads to a secluded little area that teens like to go into to bring their lady friends or partners, whatever. You know that if you keep going down the road a little bit, there is a walking path or horse path that leads up into the area. You're going to have to maneuver around a little bit to get back to the lake proper. Do you have a destination in mind at which part of the lake? Do you want to go back where you saw the girl, or
Around where we saw because we did that vision thing where we saw the person get yoinked off the beach.
Okay.
Ranger.
So
Yep.
yeah, the ranger. So around that area.
Okay. Perfect.
And my vision is that like there's like woods kind of surrounding, like a
Mhm.
little bit off from the shore, and like hitch up the horse back under the tree cover. That's where we're gonna hang out. Gonna set up the scarecrow on the beach.
Okay. You do that. You guys pound the scarecrow into the ground, into the sand. You got to go deep because it's sand, and put the meat inside of
everywhere.
it, and and then you step back and cuddle up under a tree or something. Is it adorable?
I think I think this is just totally an excuse to like have a quiet date, but also to find a monster.
Right. Okie dokie.
Will is just pointing out birds.
And I'll use another hold
Sure.
during the stakeout of any dangers we haven't noticed. So just like maintaining a little bit of vigilance here, considering people have gone missing
Yeah.
and presumably murdered.
Yes. So any dangers you haven't noticed, you know that the creature came from the lake. The moon is out, but it's about a quarter waxing, which I'm going to write down so I don't forget if anybody asks later.
You're the only one that will remember or care.
What day is it? What time is it? What's the phase of the moon?
I want the temperature.
It's pretty chilly. I said it was fall.
Precipitation.
There's no precipitation.
Humidity.
Quick, I checked my
Humidity.
barometer.
Pollen levels.
The air feels a little crisp. The fall breeze coming off the lake. You take the horse or the blanket off the back of your horse and throw it over each other. It's adorable. Going back to your question, is there any dangers that you haven't noticed? You know that the creature came from the lake. You know the lake is very large, and the creature stepped from the water onto the land. So you know that the creature could come from anywhere, but most likely from the water. And you have no idea the size of it. In this moment, there's nothing that you haven't noticed beyond what you already know.
Okay.
I hope that's not a
finding,
cop-out.
No, that's fair. Yeah, just finding a nice little secluded little spot.
Mhm.
See if we can get an eye on this thing.
No danger is acceptable to me.
Mm-hmm.
I like this answer.
All right. So you guys hunker down. Thomas and Peter, your whole adventure happened the next day, so I'm going to continue on this real quick. About an hour passes. You hear some fish jumping. You hear some birds moving in the trees. You can feel the wind moving through the brush, through the tree canopies. It's actually pretty nice. The horse is far enough off from you guys so that he's not disturbing the ground or stomping around this scarecrow that you put out, this trap, if you will. I'm going to say about an hour and a half, so probably around 4 a.m. The water begins to sort of rise a little bit, very far off from where you guys are. The lake is about 3 miles across, and you are kind of at the peak of it. It's like it's a nut that I don't like. Not an apricot. Why do I think apricot? What's this shape?
Walnut.
An almond.
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 It is an almond-shaped lake. And you guys are kind of at the point of it. This is coming from
It's my new favorite game.
figuring out what Elby's trying to say. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's the best Twitch show ever.
I know.
Come on.
What does the DM mean? Two words. Come on. Understand your peril.
Exactly. So you guys are at the peak of this apricot. Nope. It's already gone.
Almonds.
You are at the peak of it. This seems to be coming from the center of the lake towards the other side. You know that there are a few streams that meet this water. Some feed into it, some feed out. This seems to be towards the side that feeds, that there's a river that feeds into it. It's one of the larger ones. You see the water sort of bubble and pool, and you can feel a shift in sort of the area around you from this massive bubble that is happening off in the water. the shoreline, the water starts receding and then coming closer to your feet as the changes in the level happen, even so far away. What would you like to do?
What do you think?
Do you see that? Do you think we're safe back here?
I mean, we're never 100% safe, but probably.
All right. I think we should be ready to go like real quick in case it like decides to come just like straight for us, but just like unhitches Patches a little bit and like Grassland just like kind of gets up behind the tree, like ready to go. I'll use my last hold to just ask like best way out, and I don't even need a description, but just like Bailey is like looking for like the best way to book it if things go bad.
Okay. As you guys continue to watch, the creature or the water begins to boil up. Thank you, Chandler. I will hydrate. That's it. Everyone hydrate. Gotta be a long speech. Gotta get into it. The water moves up as it continues to sort of pulse. And as you keep watching, it seems to coalesce in one specific area far away. Looking over, you can see the surface tension break, and there is a creature that black shape that what is it? I don't know. It's a black shape that emerges from the water. It is very far away, but it does look very large from what you can see, and it seems to be moving from the water into the tree line. You're not, because it's so far away, it's hard to see where it's going, but it is moving away from the lake.
But not immediately towards us.
Correct.
Should I follow it?
I mean, I guess. Just be careful.
Okay. I'm gonna start creeping around through the trees.
Okay. Are you guys taking the horse? It is a distance away. Meaning it is far, not just a distance. It is a distance away.
Not riding the horse, but I'm walking the horse. So just gonna guide it, lead it along with me, and kind of behind where Willow is trailblazing.
Stay quiet, Patches.
Patches gives you a little like nuzzle with his soft nose. You guys continue to move through on the shoreline, in the tree line, up to where you saw this shape emerging. It takes you a little while to get up there, and once you reach an area that is close to where you believe that this black shape emerged, you stop and listen. And all you can hear is the splashing of water, the movement of the lake. There doesn't seem to be anything in the immediate area. But you do know that it was moving deeper into the woods. Would you like to follow it try and track it, or what? How are you guys going to follow it?
What do you think, Willow? Like, I don't want to get stuck like this thing attacking us in the woods or something, but
No, but it had to leave some kind of trail, right?
I guess look around.
I'll see if I can find it.
Okie dokie. Let's see. What would be the... I'm going to say someone roll act under pressure to try and find some tracks in the dark with a dark figure moving around.
I'm very good at that.
That's
but-
all you.
Okay. You gonna roll? All right, there we go.
Ooh. All right.
10.
On a 10 plus, you do what you set out to do. You continue to look through. You see that the water has been displaced. The shoreline, or I'm sorry. You walk up, and you see where the river meets the lake, and you see that the water has been disturbed. You see that the shoreline is wet where normally it would not be, and you're able to follow this disturbance up the river a little bit. And as you do, you come across a footprint. Kind of. You look down and you see this. It looks like somebody took a tree stump and stamped it into the ground with a extended, making it look more like a foot. So there's a large circular area with smaller, little, maybe branch-like looking things coming off of it, and a place where what you would equate to toes stamped in, but they are longer and seem to have less pressure at the tip of them, as opposed to a normal footprint, which would be just a stamp. Sorry, does that make sense?
That's a big foot.
Yes, it is about, I think I said it's about 16 inches across.
Wait,
Oh, I
you
don't
this
think
is
it's a Bigfoot.
You sure it's not a Bigfoot? Because it could be a Bigfoot.
I doubt it. They tend to be very docile creatures.
Have you seen a Bigfoot?
I know a Bigfoot.
Oh, that's cool. Should we go? So I can see like the direction, like their leader, keeper.
Yes, you can.
I think we should just follow quietly.
Mm-hmm.
And you do. You move forward. How close do you stay to the stream? Where exactly are you? Are you sneaking?
I'm planning on staying on the stream.
Okay.
During this part.
You invited us.
A tree falls on you. You take 2 harm.
Ow! God, where did that come from?
Be careful. I think we want to stay pretty close to it. Yeah.
Okay. And are
Kinda
you
follow
trying
along.
to be sneaky?
I'll try to be quiet.
As much as we can with a horse.
Cool. Makes sense. You continue to follow the stream. It's at where it meets the lake. It's about 4 yards across. It's a very large river, so you can stick to one side of, or stream. You can stick to one side of it and move following these footprints that seem to be going in and out of it, not necessarily sticking to a straight path, more sort of a sloppy step up. You continue up this stream, and as you round a bend, you can see in front of you a very large shape. It's about 10 yards ahead of you. It looks to be as big as a house. You see, looking, coming off of it, there are many appendages. and there's no space that looks like a head. Though it does look humanoid, you can see arms. There are extra bits moving around on it like tentacles. The head is more of a dome that forms into the body, and there are no legs. It is just one trunk, for lack of a better word, that moves down, and half of it is in the water and half of it is out. You see it's very flowy, and you can see as the creature takes another movement forward, its hand presses into the sand next to the stream, leaving another print. And you can see that the hand is very large and there are many little tentacles coming off of it. It doesn't seem to notice you, and it seems to be moving with a purpose.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Is it bright enough out here that I could take a picture with my phone without turning the flash on?
What kind of phone do you have?
The iPhone. I don't want to even know which one we're on now. I've got like the 7.
Well, who sponsored us? That's the big question.
Oh, yeah,
who's
definitely not an iPhone.
What kind of phone would Bailey have?
Yeah, what kind of Bailey would have?
No, I'd
Bag
need something
phone,
a little
flip
more
phone.
rugged.
Yeah, probably a Nokia something.
Well, you slap an OtterBox on it, be all right.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a smartphone.
Uh-huh.
Got a camera.
You can definitely take
It's
a
got
picture
night
of
vision
it.
mode,
Okay, you can definitely
but
take
it
a
doesn't
picture
really
of it,
work
but
that well.
right, it's not going to come out as clear as what you can see. But you can, and since you rolled well, are you going to take a picture of this thing?
With turning the flash off, yes.
Bailey, take a video.
Okay.
I was
can
gonna take
see
a
how it
picture.
moves. Take a video so we can see how it moves.
All right, fine. Flips it to video.
It'll give Peter and Thomas more information.
Tries to take a little short video of it.
Okay. It is very dark, but you can do this. The creature
Cool.
continues to move forward.
All right, we should definitely go now.
You
Come on,
guys look back and you see that Patches is bending down for a drink from the water. His muzzle goes in and he takes a lap of it and sort of like,
Kill this horse! I swear to God, I'm leaving this stream.
I'm not killing any animals on this stream. That is
Okay.
that is a line that I will not cross. But I will harm them. No, I'm kidding. So as Patches takes a drink from this water, you see that he kind of like pulls back as if it's something that he doesn't like the taste of. But as his mouth presses into the water, the creature turns around as if it has noticed you.
We need to go. We need to go. We need to go.
Don't panic.
Bailey's panicking.
Okay.
Proceeds to panic.
Bailey.
Climbs on the horse. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
There is a very guttural sound that emerges from this creature as it sees the both of you standing next to the stream.
We're gonna leave now.
It's like trying to pull Willow up onto the horse.
I get up on the horse. We're going to leave now.
Starts riding away.
All right. As you start to ride, you the easiest path is going to be following the stream until you can get back to your path. I would like you to act under pressure because as you start galloping away, it is sand and the water around the stream or in the stream begins to overflow and rise up as the creature continues to follow.
That's a 9.
All right.
Can
Uh,
I help?
You may help. How would you like to help?
I'm going to. I can probably see better than Bailey can, so I'm
Mhm.
trying to point out obstacles
Okay.
that may be in the way.
All right. So in Monster of the Week, if somebody rolls something that is under, like 1 under, you can use moves to help out. I believe the mundane can help out for free sometimes. Is that right, Peter?
I don't know. I have one that I can help in combat.
Okay.
I didn't pick the one if I could.
Okay. So for everyone else, you can roll plus cool to try and give a +1 to their roll to make it from just a normal success to an overwhelming success. We'll go ahead and roll that, my dear.
Or you can do what I just did.
Oh,
And roll
okay.
a 4.
You rolled a 4. Another mechanic of this game are luck points. Luck points are something that you can use to get a 12 on a roll. Most playbooks have bad things that happen when you use them, but it is an option. If not, a failure on a help out roll is you expose yourself to trouble or danger without helping. Sorry,
So
go
for
ahead.
those of us who are somewhat unfamiliar with Monster of the Week, you can use luck to get a 12.
Yes,
but
you may.
what you were saying is that you succeed now, but it'll bite you later, is kind of the idea?
It depends. So for your playbook, Thomas, you'll have your luck and then mark luck to change the roll to a 12 to avoid all harm or injury. When you mark luck, you trigger your playbook's luck special. And then right under that, it says, when you spend luck, you get word your mission requires something difficult to be done. So by you urgently.
So it's specific to the
exactly.
class that you're playing. Okay.
Yeah, it's a specific.
You also have that specific number of luck points, and
yes.
you don't get them back ever.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll.
I think the assumption is once they're gone, you're like.
Yeah, once they're gone, you're doomed.
Doomed.
As it says. Maybe your god disowns you, or in your case.
Ring, calling in one more favor.
Nope. So Savvy, what would you like to do?
Well, you did that whole explanation, so I'll use a luck point.
Okay, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
No, I will.
You can fall off the horse too if you want.
I don't want to fall off a horse. I've fallen off a horse before, and it hurts very
Yeah.
badly.
All right, so on a
I
12.
want to help.
Good, you're helping out so much. So in this, if you use a luck roll, because every time you fail a roll, you mark experience. But if you use luck, you do not. And if somebody helps you to succeed on a roll, you do not mark the experience, correct? Right, Savvy?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, it's only if the roll's final outcome is that you failed.
Perfect. So, Savvy, what is your luck roll? What does it do?
When you spend luck, your monster side gains power. Your curse may become stronger, or another breed disadvantage may manifest.
All right. So, you you urge the horse forward, giving Bailey advice on where to go. Bailey, you get a full success on your act under pressure, and you are able to move Patches through this dangerous area, through the rising water, and out of harm. The creature seems to be moving slower than a galloping horse. You move off into the woods, into the darkness, away from the water, and you get back to the path that you entered in on. And Patches is a little winded at this point.
All right. That's probably enough of that tonight, right?
Oh, probably.
We should probably just meet up with the others tomorrow morning and tell them what we found.
Yes.
I'm suddenly thinking I don't need that monster right now. I think I'm pretty awake.
I thought that might happen.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do you want to steer for a minute? Because I need
Mhm.
a second. Okay.
Okay.
Bailey just panics for a while.
Okay.
It's okay, Patches.
Patches is
Uh.
rightfully upset, and they look like you can sense, Willow, since you are a dryad. They well, they are upset that they just ran away from a large monster, but they seem to like their mouth seems a little more foamy than it did before when running at this pace.
We'll get you some water. The nice kind.
All right, cool. Savvy, I will let you know what your luck consequence is.
Yay.
Okie dokie. You guys, what would you like to do next? Are you going home?
Yeah, I think that would be a good place for Bailey to call it for the night.
All right, perfect. So after this adventure, you guys go home. You go to sleep. The next day, Thomas and Peter go to the ranger station, find out what they find out, and then what? What would you guys like to do? The kids are still sleeping, definitely. Bailey and Willow at
we're
this time.
just leaving the ranger station now?
Yes.
Or-
Yes, you are.
The gentleman from the room from improvement group sent me a rude text message.
Yes, he did.
And I think it just now clicked in his mind that was rude.
Gerald.
So I'm gonna open up my flip phone and I'm gonna do some kind of like 10-key emoji, but it's gonna turn into instead of an angry face, it's actually like it kind of looks like a little Mario guy with a mustache. And I send that, and I'm like, that'll teach him. Makes no sense. Thomas is vindicated.
Okay. You get a text back that's just a poop emoji.
The war continues.
He knows how to get under your skin. Peter Delaney, we must stop this improvement group, but that is for another time.
They are the worst.
They are the worst.
So let's drive and pick up. Well, I gotta go to work, dude.
Oh,
I mean, you're all about prophecies and saving the chosen one, but I gotta pay bills.
I understand, Peter Delaney. Keep yourself safe. Did we leave the box with them? With the ranger station?
Feel like we did, didn't we?
And then there was a morgue that we need to check out.
There was a morgue that you guys wanted. Yes. Oh yeah. I'm glad you took notes. Yeah. So you guys, you could have left it or taken it back with you. You took off the label that said it was actually the park rangers. So you can take your Tupperware or their Tupperware that you stole.
Well, Peter Delaney, what would you have done? Because you probably were the one that handed it over. I don't think I would have had it in my hand. So did you take it back or did you leave it there?
I think I left it. Yeah, I think because they were going to do the testing on it and she was going to tell us something about it.
Okay. So you're going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Thomas is going to probably try to meet up with Bailey and Willow.
Okay.
So, Peter Delaney, if on your way to work, could you Amazon drop me by the movie theater?
Yeah, and he's like,
I'm already in the car. Let's go, Peter Delaney.
Yeah. And you can tell he's in Amazon driver mode. Like he's making perfect lane shifts. He's got signals going. He's waving at people. He's talking, he's letting people in.
Mm-hmm.
He's really a polite driver. But he's super quick. And yeah, he comes up to the theater and like comes to a screeching halt, slams the door open for you. Kind of gives you
Thank you. Yeah. If you had $1 for a coffee, I would say thank you again, Peter Delaney.
So he's like reaches into his pocket and he gives you like a $5 bill.
Oh, thank you. And I'll run over to the local coffee shop and grab my coffee for the day as I stalk Willow Gardner.
He shuts his door and he heads out back into traffic.
Oh, I'm gonna start asking people for things.
I would say thank you.
I
if
would say
had
thank
this.
you.
Kind of
If
love
this
it,
happened.
Thomas's.
You go to the coffee shop. Hank is happy to give you your what kind of coffee do you order? I was gonna make it up for you, but
I mean, I think just black coffee, like a light roast probably if he has a choice.
A light roast. Okay.
That's what Jordan prefers. But we'll do that with 2 sugars because he's a sweet boy.
Of course.
And he'll say, "Thank you, Hank Dillinger, for your delicious coffee.
Anything for you,
You
Thomas?
will be protected in the end times." And I walk out.
What a sweetie. Starts cleaning off as any good barkeep does. All right, you are going over to the. Does Willow
the movie
live?
theater, I don't know if. Yeah. So actually, I don't even know if they would be there. If Willow's family like lives at the drive-in or around it.
I was
People
because
don't-
it's a little bit like out. I was imagining that that their house was like nearby. That they had like a cabin or something that had been built out there where they live, so they don't have to go very far.
I don't know if I would like storm up to your house, but I definitely want to make sure that Bailey's okay, I guess. What is the fastest route to Bailey that Thomas knows?
You have to take the red bus. There's 2 stops and then transfer to the blue.
All right. I'm colorblind. So, no, I'm kidding. I think this is difficult for you as possible. I will get on the red bus and take the blue, and I'll go to where Bailey is.
All right. And as you do that, Mecca has graciously given Willow a +1 forward, which I will move to your person. Oh, nope. That one. This one, please. There you are. Thank you, Mecca. Say thank you.
I blew him a kiss.
Oh. I was working on overlay stuff. I couldn't see. All right.
You're not the boss of me.
Yes, I am.
I mean, it is her stream.
Okay, you're kind of the boss of me.
Okay.
Thanks, Mecca.
Thomas rides the bus. Just in case anyone knows, below on the Twitch stream, you can see if you want to redeem any bits for +1 forwards or heals, or if you want to name an NPC, let's do it. You can definitely do that. Just let me know who you want to give it to or what the name is before, you give it. So thank you very much, Mecca. Thomas, you arrive at the farm.
Yeah, I'll walk up. Is it a long driveway? I guess I probably is if it's a farm.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got my brown trench coat and I'm sipping my lukewarm coffee probably by this moment and heading up. It's early morning, I assume.
Yes, it's early morning. No, it's not, because you guys went to the ranger station first thing at like 9.
Like lunchtime.
It's probably like 11 o'clock.
Okay. I guess this is something I can decide, but like, how familiar am I with Bailey? He lives with they live with their parents, or
They live on the same property, but they have their own like cabin that they live in essentially.
Okay.
So it's just like a small little like 1-bedroom building that's kind of off the main property.
All right, I'll go to Bailey's yurt.
Yeah.
And I will knock on the yurt door. And like gentle, but then it just keeps going. Like it's not one of those.
there's like it probably takes a while, and then finally you hear some shut. It's like, how the fuck is that? And door opens. Bailey's there, like groggy, like big sleeping t-shirt on. Looks hair's a mess. It doesn't look like looks like they just woke up. What?
Bailey Andrews, I am pleased to see that you are awake. We have much to do.
Hi, Thomas.
Oh, Willow is here. Willow Gardner, you're here. I should not have been surprised. I will come in now, and he'll still walk in.
Would you like some coffee? You've already
Yes, Willow Gardner. I would enjoy the bean beverage.
I'll make you some.
Thank you.
Just Bailey standing in the door for a moment after Thomas has invited himself in and just sighs and closes the door and heads back to like face plant on the couch again. Waits for the coffee to be ready.
While you're face planting, I think he'll lean into you. Bailey Andrews, the pH scale of the lake is basic. It is through the basic roof. Do you know what this means, Bailey Andrews?
I don't know that it drinks pumpkin spice. What do you mean?
I mean the pH scale. That it is basic, not acidic.
It's been a long time since I've took chemistry.
That is an accurate statement, but you should still know the difference between basic and acidic on a pH scale. Bailey Andrews, am I too loud for you?
Yes, but that's not the problem here. I don't know what you're trying to say.
There's something wrong with the lake.
Well, yeah,
I'll say there's something wrong with the lake.
Oh, Willow Gardner. Is the coffee ready?
I was only like 5 feet away from you.
This is... Yes.
Would you like some eggs?
Yes.
Bailey, do you want some eggs?
Please, thank you, Willow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll make toast too. Scrambled or fried?
Fried, please.
Thomas?
Fried will be wonderful.
Yeah, there's something really wrong with the lake. Here, pulls out their phone and flips to the very blurry, very dark video. Look.
What do I see? I don't know. Like, what does this video actually look like?
I guess I could describe that. You see the... Okay, let me see how I can describe this. It's very dark. There is there's light shining off of the stream that is underneath at the very bottom of the video. But the camera quickly pans up to see a large black figure with flailing tendrils coming off of it. It looks very large, and you turn as you're watching this video, you see it stop and turn, and then the video moves and cuts out. Also, thank you, Victor, for the +1 forward to Bailey.
Woo!
Thank you.
Is there a great moment where he holds up the phone or they hold up the phone and Bailey's like crying and it's just like a Blair Witch style? Anyway.
Yeah, I think Bailey forgot to turn off the video. So it's like a 20-minute video of Bailey just like panicking and yelling and then running.
We don't need to watch the rest of this now.
Oh, that's all I meant to say. Sorry.
Bailey Andrews, did you find a Bigfoot?
See, I thought it was Bigfoot at first too, but
yes.
Willow said that that's probably not what it is. So I don't know.
Very dangerous.
I think
those
it's
creatures. They
could still be a lake vampire.
A lake fire. Yes.
Yes. But I was thinking like some sort of swamp thing. Like
where were you when you got this? What is
we
the timestamp of this video, Bailey Andrews?
By the lake, it was like 2 or 3 a.m.
And I'll stand up and just point to Willow making eggs. You took him to the lake at 2 a.m., Willow Gardner?
I didn't take Bailey anywhere. Bailey took me.
Yeah, I wanted to go.
Was it Patches, Bailey Andrew? Did Patches, the horse, force you to go to the lake? You know how dangerous it is.
We told you we were going to set up a trap, Thomas. I don't know why you're so surprised today.
I was not anticipating that it would be that exact night. I thought we would all go together.
No, I wanted to. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, we could do it again. It seemed like it worked.
Yes.
Did
shoot,
the
did we
meat
leave the scarecrow out
get
there?
eaten?
No, but I think it might still be on the beach.
Well, if we go back and it's gone, then we'll know.
Right. But we know where this thing like came out from and was kind of like going up the river and stuff. So we could take you guys back out there.
Mm-hmm.
Your video is spooky but slightly unhelpful. How tall would you say this creature was?
Probably as tall as the farmhouse, right?
Yeah. I think the first thing I thought when I saw it was that it was as big as a house.
Hang on a second, and I'll take a sip of my coffee, and then I'll go, a house? Bailey Andrews?
Are you going to clean that up? You just spat all over my...
It'll evaporate. It's
Has
fine.
Peter been letting you watch sitcoms again?
Yes, I'm trying to connect with what Peter calls, or rather what his wife calls the normals. And so we have been watching Friends. The Joey is quite humorous.
I thought you would say something like that.
This is probably the creature that took the people that were missing.
I think so.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
How do we find out what it is to send it back away so the balance can be restored, the pH balance specifically of the lake?
See, that's what I was wondering, because like I did some Googling, but like a lot of stuff came up and nothing came up. I don't know where you look up like monsters. Is there like a monster library?
Have you tried the book depository in town?
Seems even less helpful.
Well, usually hunters would start with legends and things and go from there.
Okay.
Are there legends in this town, Willow Gardner?
Sure, all kinds.
Question, who's lived here the longest? Are we all new here?
My family's lived here for a really long time.
Okay, so Willow would
Same
know.
with
You know
Bailey's.
okay.
Yeah.
What foul creatures have you brought to this area with your dryad magic? Question mark.
You don't have to say question mark.
Correct! Exclamation point.
Okay. I don't think I brought anything here. Not on purpose.
Where did this, where oh, purpose.
We've also lived here for a very long time.
What creature gets benefit from drowning one and stealing two others?
I don't know.
I am realizing you do not
Would-
have the answers I want, Willow Gardner.
I don't.
Can I make a roll? I have an ability.
Okay.
That's very vague.
Okay.
So it's monster empathy.
Yep.
You try to work out what a supernatural creature desires, roll plus charm, and essentially you can kind of like intuit kind of what the thing wants.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I was wondering if I'd be able to roll that just from having like kind of seen the creature and just like getting
Yeah.
that kind of supernatural vibe from it.
Absolutely. Make your roll. What are you rolling? Plus what?
Charm.
Oh, so charming.
Yeah. 12.
What?
Woo!
God damn.
On fire tonight.
Honey.
No.
All right. On a 12 plus, this is monster empathy. On a plus 10, you hold 2, so you can ask 2 questions from your
Yes.
list. I will let you ask a question that is similarly vague But if it's not something specific from the list that you have, but you want to
Yeah.
flavor it a little bit differently, that's fine.
I think using the hold that I have right now, can I use one hold now and save another for later
Absolutely.
for a moment that might be? Because what I kind of want to get is based on everything that we've seen, like what do I think that this thing like what does it desire is the question there. So like what do I think this thing wants?
So when you before tried to feel out this creature when you were in the woods, you felt a lot of anger. In the moment that you saw it last night, you saw anger. You also saw that this creature was one with the water that it was walking through. You saw it use it as its weapon. It was able to manipulate it, become part of it. It emerged from the lake. It seems to be like it is something that is, if not part of the ecosystem of the water, at least affected by it. So you can surmise from that if there's something weird happening with the water and this creature's angry, either it is causing it or because it has been caused, it is making the creature angry.
I think this hits Bailey as they're taking their second sip of coffee. It was angry. It was angry, and the water is fucked up. Why is the water bad?
Maybe it's angry because something's wrong with the water.
Yeah. What could be causing that to happen? You said you were at the ranger station. Did they have any ideas?
The water is killing the plants in the lake in the nearby areas. They were testing it to see what was wrong, but I don't know of any natural thing that would cause this.
Maybe somebody's like dumping something in the lake.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It was following the stream. When we were going up the stream, were we going upstream or downstream? Was that feeding into the lake or?
Yes, it was.
What if with the stream it was going? What if there was something up there that it's trying to stop from putting stuff in the lake?
We could go look.
I think we should try to find out what this thing is first, too. I don't know. Maybe talk to some people around town. Let's see if they know anything about like local stories or something. There's some old timers down, hang out down near the post office that they know all sorts of shit.
Microfilm. I can go to the book depository and read the microfilm from earlier in this town's history.
Well, maybe, I mean, that might be a good idea. Could be that this thing has done this before.
So, being a divine person, do I have any idea of like the supernatural weirdness that this might be? Like, oh yeah, you're talking about a tentacle unicorn. Yeah, they come out every 800 years.
You might. But to know, you're going to have to make a roll, my dear.
I can do that.
I would like you to investigate a mystery, please. That is roll plus sharp, please.
Oh, sharp. Just sharp? Okay. That's a 7.
Ooh, a 7. Okay, on a 7 to 9, you hold 1. So there is a list if you go to the Investigate Mystery handout. You can ask one question from this list.
Those are very good questions. What sort of creature is it?
It seems to be, from what you've seen and what the limited research you know, it seems to be the opposite of what your god-like creature is. It seems to be a creature of water, a creature that is... I'm not just going to give you the name of it.
No,
but,
that's fine.
Okay, yeah, it is a creature of the lake that is one with the lake.
so I could discern, and I guess you can correct me if I'm wrong, that this is probably something that has been tied to this lake for a long time.
That seems to make sense to you, yes.
Okay. I do not believe we have a lake vampire, but so much of a natural weirdness of the lake. I agree we should find the source of this by following the stream to its causation. Making up words. I don't actually know what I'm saying.
Cool.
Should we maybe you want to go check out the microfilm or whatever it was called? Is that like a TV thing or like videos?
It is like film, Bailey Andrews. How young are you?
It's the ones they put in the projector.
I'm 25 and this is current, so no, I'd have no idea what microfilm is.
Where were you during the Cold War? Microfilm was all the rage.
Bailey wasn't alive yet.
Ah.
I was not. Were you?
No. But
Oh.
Thomas didn't ask about me.
Right.
Because she knew what microfilm was, Bailey Andrews.
Yes.
Well,
I do like to go to the library on occasion.
Willow's
the
smarter
book
than I
depository.
am.
All right. Peter Delaney gets off work sharply at 3:45 p.m. We will each go our separate ways and do some serious research, and then we will meet back at his house for a light supper and adventure.
We should probably ask Peter first before we show up to eat his food.
If you would
I'm
like to
gonna
call
text.
him, that is on you, Willow Gardner.
Okay. I like talking to Peter. I call Peter.
I have too many
dying to
tabs
know what
open.
Peter's ringtone is.
Peter.
I am dying to know.
All right. Before we get
Should have
there,
had it.
Peter,
Yeah.
you're making all of your normal route. You deliver to, as you promised, to the ranger station first.
I did.
There's a couple other Amazon deliveries going on. You say hello to literally everyone because you know them. And you get to a couple of larger deliveries that you have to go back to the warehouse to sort of fill up your truck again. And you are delivering to one of the newer places in town. It is a large mill that has been built in the last 5 years or so. They finally kind of got it up and running recently. And was Thomas? No, Willow was calling you. Okay. So you are on your way there when you receive a phone call from Willow. What is your ringtone? I do need to know now.
It has to be Wham.
Wham!
Wham. Yeah. From the movie.
Which song?
Oh my god, I was trying to remember the name. I'd have to look it up. Peter knows. Lucian doesn't. I'll remember. I'll have it for next time. I got to look it up. It is from
Never gonna
Deadpool 2,
dance
though. If
again.
anybody watched that, yeah, there it is.
Fate of God, no rhythm. It's from
That's
the
his
first one.
ringtone.
Careless Whispers. Yes.
Careless
Thank
Whispers.
you. All right, your phone starts ringing.
Yeah, and so he will dutifully pull over, and he checks his mirrors to make sure everything is safe, make sure the packages are safe, and then he answers his phone. Hello, Peter.
Hi, Peter. It's Willow.
Oh, hello, Willow. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you? Are you working?
Working hard every day.
Great. Thomas wanted me to call you.
Thomas, yes.
So we've been talking a little bit about what we're going to do for the rest of the day, and we're kind of making a plan. Bailey and I had a great stakeout in the woods last night, and we saw the creature.
I knew it. Lake vampire. Tell me it's a lake vampire.
It's not. I know you're going to be disappointed.
Oh.
But it's all
not.
very scary. So, we were thinking that we would do some research, and then Thomas wanted to meet back at your place for an early supper.
At my place for an early supper, and he looks at his watch and he's like, okay, but Thomas doesn't really know time well, so what does that actually mean?
I don't know. That's why I called you.
Ah, okay. I will hurry my deliveries up. I have just a few more to go, and I will race home and make I'll put a few burgers on the grill. How about that?
Burgers? Is that are
Sure.
burgers okay?
Yes, I will eat the cow meat flesh. Yum.
Bailey?
Oh, Thomas is there.
Yes, he's here right now.
Did
Say
he
hi,
tell you about the
Thomas.
seaweed?
Hello, Peter Delaney.
Yes, the lake is very basic.
Willow Gardner, tell him I said hi.
I think he can hear you, Thomas. Thomas says hi. Should I bring anything?
No, I think I have everything, so I'll have it all just laid out. I'll be ready for you guys. Should be another hour or two.
Do you still have the veggie burgers in the freezer from the last cookout, or do you want me to bring some?
Oh no, I still have some, and they'll definitely be on the grill.
Great, thank you.
All right, back to work.
Thanks, Peter. Have a good day.
Yep. And he hangs up and he kicks it into gear, checks both mirrors, hits back on the road towards the mill, apparently.
Yes. Peter, you get to the loading bay. You know, you've been here at least once before. You know that their supplies go out back. And as you arrive, a worker in one of those like lifting belts meets you out back, and he gives you a, "Hey, Peter, how you doing?"
Great, and I'm sure I know his name, so I say his name.
His name is Jack.
Jack. Hey,
Jack Baker.
You old dog. You're here working hard, I see.
All the time, man. I never close this goddamn thing.
The mill's pretty loud here, so
Yeah. It's
roll over the packages.
Yeah, there's like some barrels and some mill supplies.
That's what it says on the box.
Mill supplies. Yes. And he said, "How's the family?"
Doing great. We just went to the double feature where we watched Die Hard, and the kids loved it. Like the 7th time they've seen it. It was really good.
Okay.
Hey, have you heard that there's been like some missing people out at the lake?
Yeah. We've heard it's just down the way from us. I mean, like we're like right on the edge, so it's.
Wait, we're near the lake here?
Yeah, well, we're by the stream. That it's
that
about
goes
like
all the
a
way
mile
to
and a
the
half.
lake?
Yeah. But it's like, we don't actually. Do you know who went missing? Do you even like what do you know? What do you know? Let me tell you.
I know a park ranger has gone missing, and then I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I'd probably say the one other name that he would know.
Yeah.
Which I think was. Is Charlie Snell one of them, or is that somebody else?
Brian Loford was the other one. Brian Loford and Aaron Muir.
Brian and Aaron.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Brian and Aaron.
Yeah. You know Brian? You don't... He owns
24th Street?
He used to own this place. It's crazy. I mean, like...
What?
Yeah. I mean, like, it was really tragic, and everyone's, like, really upset about it. Like, I mean, he was kind of an asshole, but, like, it's sad. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's sad. Also, he was an asshole, but...
Yeah, everybody was sad at the funeral. I mean, I remember going and we brought over potato salad and stuff, but I didn't realize.
This is the gent who just went missing. There has not been a funeral yet.
Oh.
They're doing the search for this. No.
Gotcha.
No, the man who turned up dead was Aaron.
Aaron was... Okay, got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Guys, taking notes. It's like, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that they find him. Thank you for the redemption.
We did try searching last night. The police and sheriffs and rangers were all looking last night. We were out out down by the lake, but we didn't see nothing down there.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it all weekend, so I hope I hope he turns up because, I mean, like, his partner's gonna, I doubt he'd have to sell the place. I don't know, but, like, it just kind of sucks for us because we're, pulling double time, and we didn't get time off to go look, so it's like, whatever, but.
That's crazy. Well, I still got a few more deliveries to go. Got to head out, but if we find them, I'll definitely let you know. I'm sure everybody will know, but I'll give you a call.
Yeah. I mean, I would go myself, but, double time.
Yeah, good money.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, like wheel the cart back to the truck.
Perfect.
What's the name of the sawmill?
It's not a sawmill.
Or
the
just
name
a
of
mill?
the mill. It is a paper mill.
Paper mill.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
And the name of the paper mill is. Did I name the paper mill? It is the Sturgis paper mill.
I had such a visceral reaction when you said paper mill because I used to live in the same city as a paper mill.
Oh.
Y'all, the smell.
The smell. Yep.
Smells exactly like sulfur.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He'll get back in his truck, close his door, should only have a few more packages to go, head back towards town. Because I assume this is outside of not like in the town proper.
Yeah,
it's a little ways
right.
out.
Exactly. All right, cool. So you finish your route. What is everyone else doing at this time? Because we're doing some investigating. Is there something that Peter wants to do in investigating, or are you just going home and making burgers?
Yeah, Peter goes and puts on the apron, gets the grill out, and has a very specific way to do the grill. He's got a whole thing. He's got the platter out with all of the fixings and all of the condiments. And he calls his wife to let her know that he's cooking burgers for guests. So she's not surprised when she comes home with the kids from picking them up from school.
That is very nice of you, and she gladly she thanks you very much for doing that. All right, so what is everyone else doing? Willow, what is your task? What are you trying to accomplish?
I think Bailey and I think are gonna go back to the stream since we know where it is now and try to follow it up and see if we can find anything in that regard, if anything is like being dumped in it or if it leads somewhere weird.
Absolutely.
Unless Bailey, you want to do something else?
I think what Bailey wanted to do before we start looking into the actual like stream or anything was talking to people around it, because it mentioned like talking to the old timers and seeing if they know anything about like local legends or anything like that. So maybe because that's what Bailey is good at is talking to people. So maybe try doing that.
All right. Where are you gonna go?
Well, I just spun off the dome that a bunch of, since it's a small town, there's probably like the thing at the center of town is probably the post office with a couple of other, like maybe a barber shop next to it.
Yep.
Maybe there's some old guys that hang out there and smoke and shoot the shit in the middle of the day. So maybe goes down there and tries to get some information from them.
All right. You park up. You see two gents playing chess outside of the barber shop. They are barely paying attention to what they're doing. One of them gets up in a huff and seems to have lost, walking away, and remaining there is an older man with a really good-looking beard. Like, he's got the gray. It's gray and white. He's got, like, his hair is like perfectly coiffed and slicked back. He's the owner of the barber shop, and he looks like he's 40. You know that he's probably 60. He's what the kids would refer to as a silver fox. His name is Brian O'Brien. Thank you, Mecca, for that. And he kind of just leans back on his chair and he's laughing to himself as the other gentleman has huffed off.
I'm really interested that you went with the kids would call him Silver Fox because I think the term used this day is gilf. But we can go with Silver Fox instead if you rather.
I don't use that term.
No.
No.
Well, he doesn't look old enough to be a gilf. He's a dilf.
Yeah, he's a
A
dilf.
dilf. That's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to know where that transition point between dilf to gilf is.
Yeah.
Or in some niche markets,
What is
a
it,
Clooney.
like 10 plus your age? Isn't that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What did you say his name was again?
Brian O'Brien.
Brian O'Brien.
Brian
great.
O'Brien.
I went Brian O'Connor.
Now,
That was Fast and
Bruce
Furious.
Campbell. Now that's all I can see in my brain.
Bruce Campbell with longer white hair.
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Hi there, Bailey. How you being on this day?
I'm doing fine. I had some. I kind of came down here to talk to you for a second because did you hear what's going on by the lake?
And he kind of, his mood gets a little bit more somber. Yeah, with all the missing people.
Yeah. I know I was talking to my folks about it, and they were, swapping stories and stuff about things, and I'd asked them if this is the first time this has happened around here, and they said they weren't sure, but if anyone here knew anything about town history, it'd be you. So, I wanted to see if you knew anything about it.
That is an interesting question, my dear little friend. What is it worth to you? Would you be willing to play a game? He motions to the chessboard.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever played chess before. But sure,
Then
why not?
Why don't we make it checkers? Just don't worry about what shape everyone is.
Sounds better to me. And I have played checkers with friends on my phone before, so.
Kids these days. All right, sit down. So, what specifically are you looking for? Legends, lore, real events?
Well, see, they're just kind of. What my pa was saying is that they're, it's probably just some people getting caught or out there, maybe went out too deep or something in the water, and that the currents this time of the year get kind of, I don't know, stronger. I'm not really sure. It didn't really make any sense to me, and I asked him if they thought there might be like somebody behind it or something like that, and he didn't know, so I didn't know if there's like any like stories or like legends or something.
Well, there ain't been a serial killer in Doberg Lake before, but there might be a time for it now. 3 people gone missing. They're all different ages, different sexes. Could be something like that. Is that what you're thinking? Or are you thinking something else?
Like, I didn't tell them this before, but like, I've hung out by the lake with some friends in the past, and like went camping out there, and you kind of like hear weird things every now and then. We start like telling stories, things like that, and I know there's some like local legends, like there might be like ghosts or something out there in the woods. I don't know if you've heard anything like that.
I would like you to roll to manipulate someone. To see if you have a move for this. Is that what you're saying? Or you just are good at it?
I'm just good at charm.
All right. You are very charming.
That is a 9.
All right. You do have plus. Did you use your +1 forward?
Oh no, that's not with the +1 forward. So that'd be a 10.
Awesome. So on a full success, they'll do it for the reason you give them. If you ask them too much, they would do the minimum. But you are not asking a lot, and this man is a lore nut, so he is going to lean into the table. He's jumps 2 of your pawns, which are just checkers pieces at this point. He says, well, from what I've heard, and now this isn't a true source, but the whispers around is that there's something living in the woods. I've heard that there are creatures in the woods that protect it, you know? They make sure the trees are taken care of. That's why the north side of the lake is so well taken care of. I've always thought that there must be some sort of beings out there making the fruit more firm, making the land more nice. But this is something different. This is something in the lake. Now, I'm not going to say it's a lake monster, but it could be a lake monster. And if our history is anything worth looking back on, when the settlers moved here, as they were found in the town, they tried to build near the lake. They tried to dump their trash in it. And something pushed them away. That's why the city is so far away from the lake and not right up on it. You know how people build houses right up on pretty lakes? We don't have any of that. Now we have to ask yourself, why is that? I think that there is something in the water.
Well, that is really interesting. So lake monster? Was there like a local name for it or anything, or just like lake monster?
Well, any text about it calls it the protector.
Protector. Do you know where I might be able to find more about this? Like, is there like newspaper articles or something?
I don't know. I'm not a library.
Right.
You do have Google on your phone, right, young whippersnapper?
Right. Dewberg Lake doesn't really show up at the top of the Google results, but yeah, I'll
learn how to use a search engine, little one. And he jumps 3 more of your pieces.
I'm not sure you can just keep doing that. I don't play that much checkers, but you just can't keep jumping over and over again. I think there's spots. This has been a good game. Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. I appreciate your time.
And you get up, and he gets up from his chair in a very polite way to see you off, and he adjusts his apron around himself as a gentleman comes in who has a very scraggly beard, starts walking into the barber shop, and he moves over to it to help his next customer.
Wait, Thomas doesn't have a phone, does he? Does Thomas actually have a cell phone?
We established that Thomas does have a cell phone.
Okay.
But I think it's a flip phone.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
And he does 10-key texting, so.
Okay.
It's real bad. Don't send him pictures or video. His phone can't handle that.
Bailey does send a text to Thomas and just says check out stories or look for stories about people trying to build near the lake.
And he responds with 10-4, but it's TEN dash the number 4 because he just couldn't figure it out.
So. All right.
That's it. I don't know if is Willow with Bailey right now, or did she go off on her own?
I don't know.
Willow.
Well, she probably had to. I mean, she had to go home at some point. So I imagine maybe Bailey went and she went home. And
do you go out all night often? You live with your father, correct?
Yeah, I don't think it's strange. Like he probably worries. But I mean, sometimes they just go out at night to do forest things. So she probably doesn't do it that much, but
Okay.
has been doing it more lately.
Have you been doing all night? Forest things.
You know,
Sorry.
forest things, Dad.
God, Dad.
Jeez. I have to explain myself to you.
You enter your home, your beautiful little cabin away from the drive-in, and Juniper, your younger sister, kind of tackles you in the doorway. Hey, Willow, where were you? I made pancakes.
You made pancakes?
I did.
Did you save me any?
No, I made them with acorn flour. It was so good.
I'll get some next time.
Okay. Dad's been looking for you. He was a little worried because of all the people going missing, so I didn't know if I should cover for you or not, so I just didn't. Sorry.
Did you remind him that he can call me? I think he forgets that I had a phone put in sometimes.
Yeah, he still doesn't like to use that stuff as much as possible, but sorry. I'll tell him next time, though.
Thanks, Junie.
She kind of skips off. Thank you, Mecca. I will hydrate.
I'll go find my dad.
All right, bounding down the stairs in a fit of joy, your father, Hawthorne Gardner, skips the last step and jumps down with a smile on his face. Wisp, how are you, my dear?
Good. Good morning.
Good morning. You were out last night. I thought you would tell me. You said you would tell me if you were going to be gone.
I thought I left a note on the counter. Did I forget?
Yeah, I didn't see one.
Sorry. I was just out and about. I asked Juniper to remind you, but you can call me if you're concerned.
But I lost the sheet of paper that has your phone number on it. It wasn't next to the phone. I keep misplacing things. I'm sorry. I trust you. I just worry about these disappearances that are going on.
I know. I'll have Juniper put my phone number on the speed dial.
Is that an extra thing that I have on the phone? Is it something exterior?
No, it's tell you what. Next time you need to call me, go to the phone.
Uh-huh.
Just press 2.
Only one number.
Oh. Just the one. Well, not the one, the 2.
Well, isn't this fancy? The eras have just been coming at us. It's been getting better as we go. I'm still learning, but I'm trying.
I know.
So what were you out doing?
Well, I was out in the out in the park, out in the woods for a bit.
Where people have been disappearing? What were you doing out there? By yourself?
Yeah. Just taking a look.
Honey, why?
Because something's wrong with the water.
With the water?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in what way?
I don't know yet. But I want to find out.
You know, your Aunt Heather, she said something to me the other day. She said something was wrong with the plants. This might have something to do with it. Maybe you should talk to her.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go over there.
Okay. She's probably out in the forest tending, and she's going through a naturalist phase again, so just so you're warned.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. Are you going to be working tonight?
Tonight. I can't.
Ah.
I'm,
Well, I can get your
Peter
cousin and your
invited us over
sister.
for dinner.
Oh, Peter's so nice. I'll tell him I say hi and his lovely wife, Eve. Always
You
so
got it.
kind to have us. Yes, I can remember things too.
Proud of you.
It's
Like,
hard.
He just has the names of everyone in the town like carved into his arm.
Plants, you can feel their names. With people, it's different.
You have to remember.
Is there anything you need from me today? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say I feel bad making you worry. So I'll give Juniper Peter's phone number too, just in case.
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you.
I'm sure he won't mind.
I would appreciate it if you come home tonight with all of what's going on. It would make me more comfortable.
Okay.
All right. All right, my little Will-Wisp. Go on, be free. Do what you do best. Frolic.
Deal with Aunt Heather?
Yes, I don't do that well, so you please do.
Okay.
Wonderful. Where is Thomas going?
To the library to
Okay.
hopefully look up, and if he got that text from Bailey, he's going to specifically look up. I don't know. I'm like, I just like microfilm. That's Jordan. Jordan likes things like that. So I was like, I want to go look at microfilm.
These are the individual slides we're talking about, right?
Yeah, so what it would be is like newspaper articles or other periodicals that are printed very tiny on a sheet of transparency that you put into the machine, and then you can look at it.
Right. Okay,
so
yes.
I probably would find like, hey, I want all of the newspaper pages of people that were trying to allocate land or build around the lake. And see if they ran into any issues or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm picturing it now. It's from 80s movies. Okay.
Yeah.
So of course there's one here. I would like you, because we're going to specifically investigate a mystery, to roll that, please. For a more specific instance of searching.
All right. So you always say investigate a mystery, but I don't have that.
So. It's one of the, it's on the handouts. It is one of the basic moves that every player has. So you're gonna roll plus sharp.
Plus sharp. Okay.
Yep. Okay. I think that should pop it up on your screen.
That is a 6.
A 6. Okie dokie. That is a failure. So.
That's because the library updated all of that stuff.
Yeah.
No, we're all about like the internet and PDFs, and I'm like, but the microfilm.
They're like, it's all in storage. You'd have to like really go through it.
It's on our website.
Exactly. But if you'd like, I will remind you that there is luck, and since we're doing such a short game, I will say that this might not be the end of these characters, so we might play these again later, and all of the luck will transfer from now to later, but 1 luck's not harmful if you want to do that.
All right, I'm lucking it up.
All right.
No, you want the experience.
I mean, I do, but
you want to level that character.
I also know that I'm part of a show, and narratively, I think it's more interesting if I do this. So.
I mean, I think the next 10 minutes of us, like, you going through papers and, like, getting upset, and the montage of you trying to do research like Gandalf, to no avail. You
can do a lot in a little with a montage.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Okay. All right, so you succeed on this roll on a... do you have the investigate a mystery handout pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you get to hold 2, which means you get to ask 2 questions from here. You can ask them both now, or you can ask one now and ask one later. Up to you.
I'm going to ask, what is being concealed here?
Perfect. So as you go into the storage room, you find this microfilm machine. You dust it off. You you use your sword as a light source behind you to light up this room, and you see
fire alarms.
Yeah, right. Nah,
No.
it doesn't smoke. It's fine.
No, it's just.
It's fine.
Oh God.
You continue to work through these. You see different. You keep going further and further back, and as though your brain is trained on these words that you're searching for, you come across a couple articles. One of which is an article from 1816. I'm going to say 1880 because that makes more sense. 1880, where people are starting to move to Dolberg. It's been it's starting to be up and coming. They think there's gold here. It's really people are really excited about moving here. And in this article, it says a lot about the plans and where these buildings are going to be put up. There's a gold mill mining station that is going to be put up right by the lake. There's the city hall. They want it to be right off the water. They want their sheriff's station is going to be down the river. And it's all of these big plans. And then 2 months later, the next paper comes out and it says disaster. And it shows a picture of the gold mining facility that has crashed into the water. And the text states that all plans to build around the lake have been put on hold. The water levels are too unpredictable. And they can't, every time they try to build something, the water levels grow to a point of destroying something. The water in the groundwater will sink buildings in. So all progress has been stopped. And you see a couple pages in that there have been some people that have gone missing in this time period as well. Most of their bodies were found. There was about 5 people who had gone missing before they stopped building. There were 3 bodies found, 2 were never found, presumed missing, presumed lost. But yeah, that's what you find. Oh, actually, since you rolled a 12, and it's a big luck move, let me see how I want to flavor this. So as you're reading, you pull up the next piece, which is about 2 weeks after the last article that was printed, and your sword flares. The fire from it becomes almost too bright to handle in just a moment. And on this page, you see a sketch. This is in the second to last page of the paper, where you see a sketch of a creature emerging from the lake. It looks to be some sort of, like it has an octopus for a head with tendrils coming out of it. There are tentacles coming out of the water, and it says, local source says that there is a creature in the lake. And further on, it goes to say that this is a sketch of what the man saw, and then it goes on to say that this man is crazy, and no one believes him, and he's going to be sent to an insane asylum soon. As you're reading this, you get sort of a quaking in your heart, and your connection to...
Love? No.
Well... the connection
I
to your
interrupted, I'm sorry.
oh, sorry. The connection to your god flares, and you can feel his call, his presence.
God love.
God love, gotta love it. And you hear this. I'm not going to do a Slavic accent, but you hear a voice which is very uncommon in your experience, speaking in the native language, saying that this creature must be stopped at all cost. But remember what I've said to you before. Find the monster. Find the true monster and kill it now.
There's so many monsters. Okay. I think I'm shaken for a little bit. I'm like, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but like, what's the date on that article? Like, was that 30 years ago or?
It doesn't seem to be a specific like correlation of like it's been 30 years since the last event, or like the moon is in the right phase. It seems to be more outside forces driving it than like a time clock. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
You do have another question if you'd like.
Yeah. Can I?
You can bank it.
I will bank it.
Okay. Just you remember, because I'm not going to remember, because we're gonna wrap up here quick because we need to end early tonight. That's why we didn't take a break. But is there anything else you want to do while you're there?
I will thank my God and take out. I will search for a small Sharpie and I will draw some sacred geometry symbols in like a corner where they don't see, so that my deity can be a part of this room of excellent microfilm.
Perfect.
And I have to bounce just for a second. I'm sorry.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I think that's a good place to end because I want to give Willow and her aunt some time. Unless there's anything, Peter, you want to do before everyone comes over. Anything you want to research or anything like that?
No, I think he's concentrating on getting the best dinner he can. And there is the kids, Bradley and little Pollyanna. You'll see them over near a tree in the backyard, and they are tying a rope, and they're pulling a branch down, and they're using some type of stake to hold it down, and then they cover it with dirt and some leaves, and there's a sign in the middle that says, "Thomas, there's nothing here for you to see." And they work on that while he's flipping burgers and he's getting stuff ready. He doesn't really even see them necessarily, but it's over in like the corner of his eye as they're setting this whole thing up.
Okay. I love it. I can't wait for that to happen next week. The Chekhov's gun has been loaded. It's been shown. And that is where we're going to end it for this week. Thank you everyone for joining us. There are end of session moves that we did off screen last time. So this time, we're going to do them on screen. And God knows I didn't look them up. Savvy.
At the end of the session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
No, we did not.
No, it became more mysterious.
It did.
Fact.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Well, yes, you
They're
did.
burned into my brain.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't even have to. I feel like I should look them up, but I feel like I don't have to.
I got
Did
it.
Bailey almost die? Do we know if Bailey was going to die or not?
I mean,
it was pretty dramatic.
It was pretty dramatic. At least the horse was going to die.
Oh.
I'm imagining
everyone but the horse was going to die.
Leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say yes. That is a yes.
I would be playing patches in the next episode.
Absolutely.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Almost so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much.
The legends alone.
The legends.
Yeah.
So that's.
And there's a great barber who plays checkers and chess. Which
yeah, Brian O'Brien.
Is the best piece that I learned about.
I love Brian O'Brien. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Did we delve into anyone's? I guess we kind of got an image of Willow's like home life and a little bit of backstory there.
We as players learned that Willow has a sister.
Yes.
We learned how Thomas takes his coffee.
Yeah.
Thomas learned that Willow spends the night sometimes.
That's true. And Bailey is a vegetarian. I don't know that we knew that.
learned Willow is willing to lie to her father.
Oh, yes.
All of these are important facts for when we inevitably have like a shapeshifter or something in the party that we're trying to suss out.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, that's 3 yeses, which means you get 2 experience, everyone. Congratulations.
Yay.
And yes, I would have taken on the role of Brian O'Brien. I would have loved to play Brian O'Brien.
Okay, well, I will. We're gonna end it there. We're gonna end it early tonight. But join us next time. Next week, we're gonna have episode 3. Will they solve the mystery? Will anyone die? I don't know. This creature's pretty powerful for a right off the bat creature. Sorry, not sorry. So why don't we go around and say where we can find you, what you do, and then we'll do a quick sign off at the very end. So, Savvy, where can people find you? What are you doing next?
On the internet every single day for the next 3 weeks. Hello, I am Savvy. At Savvy Seaworth is my Twitter. That's where I tweet about everything that I'm doing. And I'm not lying, for the next 3 weeks, I am streaming 7 days a week. So you can find me on the internet. Most of the time, I am at twitch.tv/game nights. That's game with 2 G's and nights with a K. Val is there too. LB is there too sometimes. And also she runs our YouTube, which rules because I don't have to do it. But yeah, we play all kinds of stuff over there. We have a couple of D&D games. We have a Good Society game that's going right now. We have Monster of the Week, which I run every Sunday and have for the last like 2 years. Slang 101 coming out with us on Sunday afternoons. And on Tuesday, on our channel as well, I'll be running our first session of A Land of Eam, which is a really wonderful, fun tabletop game. If you're familiar with the Rickety Stitch graphic novels, they're adorable, and there's skellies and oozes and wugs and goblins, and it's adorable.
And the authors of Rickety Stitch are doing the art for that, right? And they're writing it and stuff. So
yes, they also
I just
wrote
wanted
the
to
game.
mention that it's not like it actually is directly correlated.
Yes. Did I say like? It is it. I've made a mistake. No, but yes, it is it's the same folks writing the game and everything, and it's wonderful and fun. I also exist for the next few weeks on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/Colonomicon, like the Necronomicon, but with my friend Colin. We are doing a mini series of Ace State. It's a Forged in the Dark system game, so if you like Blades in the Dark, that kind of thing, it is a like cyber Victoriana. It has big Dishonored energy is what I tell people, so if you like that kind of thing, come hang out with us for the Troublemakers of Mire End for the next few Mondays. That's all I can think of right now.
Cool. Val, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Val. I'm the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I'll hit this real quick. Game nights like Savannah, you can find me there all the time. On Fridays, I run a cipher game called Neon Souls, which is cyberpunk.
I play in it.
Space. It's a hoot and a half every week. This Saturday, playing Overarms, which is a JoJo's Bizarre Adventures inspired rules light tabletop game.
I play in it
a couple months ago, so I also plays in that. That's on Saturday. It's called Star Power. And yeah, the only other thing that I'll plug that's not related to games that I'm running soon is Game Nights. Recently started, and I've sort of been spearheading a text-based roleplay server that's affiliated with our main account. If you want to find that, join our Discord over on our Twitch page, follow the links there, and you can find it. It's been a lot of fun, and it's goofy Humblewood seafaring pirate adventure, lots of fishing. It's been charming. So come join us.
Whoa,
that's it.
dog.
Peppers. All right, Jordan, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hello, everybody. My name is Jordan. The PH is silent, and I run a YouTube channel on Dungeons and Dragons lore, mythology, and all the fun stuff there. And I'm being like, the dog is stealing all the attention. Why am I even talking? This is Lucian. This is Jordan's spotlight.
Everybody knows Jordan. Just moving
And you can check me out on the YouTubes, youtube.com/JORPHDAN, and watch all of the fun videos. I was supposed to release a video today, but I didn't because I'm busy. It will be tomorrow or Friday. But it's a really good one on the elder evils of the Forgotten Realms, which is Dendar the Night Serpent, Kazif the Chaos Hound, and a weird creature called the Elf Eater. And that's going to come out, tomorrow, Friday. So look for that. It should be a lot of fun. Other than that, just I'm literally Jordan with a PH in the middle on all of the social medias. You can find me and hang out and chat and look at pictures of my cat on Instagram. There's a great one right today, just now, on Instagram of the beautiful
Such a
Felix.
cute
And
cat.
that's me.
Cool. And our dear friend Peter, aka Solution, aka Solution. That's all we call you.
Peter Delaney. Love him so much. So, Solution at Solution Gaming on Twitter, and then Twitch, it's just /Solution, LUCIEN. Lots of people spell it with an A, but I do it with an E. Like from Underworld, yes, but that's not what it's from. I do a Saturday morning Dungeons and Dragons show where we have guests and we talk about Dungeons and Dragons and being game masters and dungeon masters, with a little known co-host, but I mean he's pretty good. Has a weird name, Jordan. So come check that out on Saturdays.
Did you need something? I don't.
Yeah, see, exactly. No, Jordan is the star of the show for sure. I'm just there to push buttons mostly, and hang out. But it's a great show. Come 12 noon Eastern, or make your own time zones when you can show up for that, because that's really good. About an hour show on Twitch. And then if you want to see me play, I'm playing here, which you can see is great, Peter Delaney. I'm also playing an Eric Hokra, which is really cool, on Tuesday nights on Danimal DM's channel, who is our digital dungeon master from Down Under. Our dungeon master is from Australia, and he does cool voices, and he runs a great game, and it's been super fun. And we're playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage, level 1 all the way to level 20, 30, wherever it's going to take us. So it's going to be good. So that's where you can find me currently, and it's been awesome being on the show, and I can't wait to hear where we can find LB.
Thanks for the lead-in. Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. You found me on my channel. Wow! You can find me at LB Hackemups on the Twitters and the Twitches, obviously. Next time this channel will be live is tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Lauren and her brother Sam are going to be playing some games with friends. I think they're playing either Golf It or Golf with Friends, that sort of system. And then Lauren and I will be live on Friday at 8:30 p.m. EST playing Song of Silence, which I've already died in. It's a little spooky, a little scary, and I, again, have learned not to click things. You can catch me next tomorrow night on Nerd Immersion's channel doing our Baldur's Gate 3 game, where I am, again, learning not to click things. I only made one mistake last time, and I keep firing arrows at Ted, which is really funny, until he fireballs me. So, yeah. That's me. That's where you can find all of us, all these lovely people. Thank you so much for joining me tonight and playing my game. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having fun. I hope everyone in chat is having fun. Doggy! Hi, sweetheart. And, I mean, that's all I have for tonight. So thank you. We'll see you next time, either tomorrow or next week. And have a good night, everyone. Bye! Let's see if this works.